Hello and welcome back to the 90's Guyz podcast. My name's Brian.
And I'm Jed.
And this is episode number 12.
Yep.
We made it.
We're all the way to the top of the mountain.
Yes. Now we roll to the bottom.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us. If you haven't heard us before, which you should have at this point, we got 12 episodes.
Yeah.
This show is all about 90s and 2000s nostalgia. We're talking about cartoons, movies, TV shows, candy. Things that we loved from our childhood is what we want to talk about.
And we are just two old friends getting together.
Yep.
To gab like old ladies.
We're a couple of yentas.
Yes.
A couple of jabbermouths.
Yep.
Ooh, what the heck?
I was jabbering my mouth.
You were doing that?
Yeah.
You know what that kind of reminds me of?
What?
Let me see. Where was that? Hold on.
Holding.
Holding. Can I do your thing? Well, thank you for joining us. Don't forget we are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Let us know how crummy we are.
Yes. Tell us that we're horrible and that you wish we would die.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, if you have negative criticism, tell them what they can do with it.
They can shove it
Where?
in their keister meesters.
Whoa! What? Wait, you mean like here?
Yeah. What is up with you and the fart sound effect?
It's my favorite. It's my favorite. The reason we're doing the show is because I have the mental capacity of a 5-year-old.
He really does. So, but no, we'll take any kind of criticism you guys have because all those are going to me. Brian won't ever see them. So,
Yep. So say bad stuff about me and good stuff about Jed.
yeah,
Right?
because I'm everybody's friend.
And what's the email that they can reach us at?
Are you sure you want me to keep doing this?
We'll just give it a shot. Let's
We'll
see.
give it a shot. Okay. The 90's Guys podcast at gmail.com. And it's a Z at the end of guys.
You know what? The heavens just opened up.
Because I got it right.
Because you got it right. He's coming to get you, Jed. It's your time.
I'm going to the light.
Here goes Jed. Bye, Jed.
Bye.
Bye. See you, buddy.
Bye.
See you, man.
Bye.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Oh, no. All right. So it's my show now.
Whoop, I'm back.
Oh, he's back. Oh, my gosh. You hit the ground hard.
Oh,
Thank you for putting up with our sound effects. I'm loving these sound effects.
yeah, he really is. He's been going nuts over him all day.
Okay, Jed, as we do in a lot of our podcasts, I have a game for you.
Yes.
Trivia.
I love games.
I know you do. And you have been really good at them so far.
Yeah.
You have a pretty great track record. Because we did the game. It's if you don't score 90% or higher on this, you're not a true 90s kid.
Yes.
We've done guess the year the cartoons came out, either 2000s or 90s. That was the last podcast.
Yes.
And we've done a bunch more. I'm not going to go over all that crap. God darn it. All right. Are you? Jed just put up, if you didn't hear our last podcast, I gave Jed a fortune cookie.
That was 2 podcasts
Two
ago.
podcasts ago. And it had a very special message in.
Yes.
Make sure and listen to episode number 10.
Yes.
All right. This game we're going to do is basically, it's can you get 50% or more of these Nickelodeon cartoons quiz? Now,
50%?
yeah, which makes me think it's harder, right?
It might be, yeah, if you only get, yeah.
Yeah. So let's see how you do.
Okay.
Keep your eyes off my screen
Okay.
and keep your hands out of your pants.
Ow.
Sorry.
You never let me have any fun.
I know. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Question number 1. We're bringing you down to Bikini Bottom, my friend.
Oh.
In SpongeBob SquarePants, what state is Sandy from?
She's from the great state of Texas.
Let's see. Is he correct?
That's correct.
Got it. Nice job, bud. Okay. Question number 2.
We're past episode 2, buddy.
I know, you're right. But on this episode, we're talking about
Doug.
You forget?
I did for a second. My mind went blank. I was like, why is he asking me this already?
I'm going to keep putting you on the spot.
There you go.
So this one's about Doug. Who was Doug's best friend on his self-titled show?
Skeeter.
Let's see. Is Jed correct about this?
Correct.
Yes.
Ah,
I love me
correct.
some Skeeter.
Excellent work. Okay, moving on to the next one. Again, don't look at my screen. It'll give it away.
I'm not even, I'm looking in the complete opposite direction.
You're a cheater. I know that about you.
Yes.
Okay. Which Nick show was about 2 conjoined brothers with opposite personalities and features?
Cat Dog.
Let's see. Is it Cat Dog?
Yay.
Excellent job. That one's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Okay. What show was about a girl that could communicate with animals? I'll give you options if you need them.
Communicate. Oh, wild thornberries.
Correct.
Yep. Got it. Okay. Now, this is on your last quiz. Let's see if you remember. What fictional city does Hey Arnold take place in?
This one you're going to have to tell me because I don't remember I know that it's not. I know what it is as soon as you say it.
Okay. It's actually, these might be tough. Deerwood, Oakwood, Hillwood, or Cherrywood?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that makes it tough.
I think it was Hillwood.
Let's see. Is it Hillwood?
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, the other one was way easier than that because it was
I
like
know.
Boston.
Yeah. Memphis.
Kerchunkistan.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Is that where you're from?
Yes, that's where I'm from.
Oh, no.
Kerchunkistan
Love you,
is
bud.
where I'm from.
This one's going to be tough. On Rugrats, what were the names of the twins?
Phil and Lil. I love them.
Gosh, you are so good.
Correct.
Okay. Here we go. Moving on. I don't know. Let's see if you get this one. What are the names of SpongeBob SquarePants' favorite superheroes?
Oh.
You'll know it.
Star.
No.
No. Oh, I know exactly what they look like, and I can't think of.
I'll give you options, but you'll know it. God darn it.
I know. That's the point. Give me the options,
Okay.
because then I'll know it. That's the whole point.
Manta Ray and Sharktooth.
No.
King Jellyfish and Kevin.
I wish it was King Jellyfish and Kevin.
And Kevin. King Jellyfish
And Kevin.
and Kevin.
That's kind of like this. Brian and Jed.
No. The Flying Dutchman and the Hash Slinger Slasher.
I love that. That's a good band name.
It is a good band name. And Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
That's what it. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Come on, that's so easy. All right, moving on. Let's get a hard one. You know what? Okay, we came to this quiz. It's so easy. What were the two brother beavers' names on the Angry Beavers?
Oh, we did this one. Daggett and Norbert.
Gosh darn it.
But I mean,
Wait a
you
minute.
can't say that that's easy.
Wait, what'd you say?
Daggett and Norb. Dag and Norb.
No, you're
I was
right.
gonna say I'm right. Don't even. We just did the show on
I just
that.
haven't gotten to buzz you, so
I'm doing it just for fun.
Yep.
Thanks for
Ooh.
helping my ego.
You're welcome, bud. This one might be tough. Which one of these cartoons aired last? Doug, Rugrats, Rocko's Modern Life, or Ren and Stimpy?
Okay, question. Aired last by, like, the last one that was on or the last one that started?
Let me read this.
Because that's...
Okay, so this is... Excuse me, 1 second. My bad. This one... This one, it looks like they're looking for which one came on the air last. So premiered.
Okay, premiered last. So it's not Ren and Stimpy was, I think, the first one.
Okay.
Doug. What were they again? Sorry.
Doug, Rugrats, or Rocko's Modern Life.
Ooh. So
This is tough.
this one is tough because they all came out around the same time. I don't think it was Rocco.
Think through it.
I want to say it might have been Doug.
Final answer.
Yes. I'm probably wrong, but...
Wow.
Was that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Wow.
I know that Rugrats was before Rocco and Doug, and Ren and
Yeah.
Stimpy was before all of them, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
So, but it was just between Rocco and Doug, and I'm trying to remember. I thought, yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. This one you should know. This is your favorite cartoon. What was the name of the restaurant Rocco and his buddies would frequent?
Choky Chicken.
Choky Chicken. Do we have Choky Chicken on the board? Oh, we got it!
I love that. I wish we had a Choky Chicken.
You know, we used to have one.
Well,
They burned it down.
yeah. Burn it down.
Burn it down. Okay, let me see if you'll know this one. What was the real name of Skeeter from Doug? Ooh.
Shoot, I do know this, and I can't think of.
I'll give you
Yeah.
options. Eugene, Martin, Mosquito.
Mosquito.
Was it Mosquito?
Yeah, it was Mosquito.
Let me see if it was Mosquito.
That's correct.
Yep,
Yeah.
got it.
That makes. For some reason, I thought that was. I was like, it might have been Eugene.
Oh, that makes sense. So Skeeter,
Yeah,
Mosquito.
Yeah, Mosquito.
Yep.
Valentine. That was his last name. I was thinking it was his last name, but no, Valentine was his last name. Skeeter Valentine.
Yeah. Okay, this one might be tough. What is the name of this breakfast mascot from Ren and Stimpy? You can look at them in the monitor now. That mascot.
Powdered Toast Man.
Is it Powdered Toast Man?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't even have to look.
Ooh, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Who were the hosts of Kablam? I'll give you options.
Yeah, give me the options.
We have Harry and Jane,
No.
Henrik and Jen, Henry and June, or Arnold and Jean.
Henry and June.
Henry and June. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. When Ren loses all of his teeth, what does Stimpy tell him to do? Here's your options. Only eat junk food from now on. Blend up his meat so he can drink it. Buy new teeth off the black market. Pull out all his nerve endings and put them under his pillow.
I would say blend up his meat into a meat smoothie. I don't remember that. I remember that episode, but I don't remember what Snippy said.
So you say blend up his meat so he can drink it. Do we have a winner? Oh, I'm sorry. It was pull out all his nerve endings and put them under his pillow.
That's funny.
What a classic.
That's awesome.
All right, moving on. On the Angry Beavers, what was the name of Norbert's girlfriend? You ready for this?
Yes.
Tree Flower, Mayflower, Merryweather, or Flower Power?
I'm going to say what was the first one again?
Tree Flower.
I'm going to go Tree Flower. I don't remember that.
You, sir, are.
That's
Oh,
correct.
really?
Yep.
I knew it was Flower, but I didn't. Mayflower didn't seem right.
It's pretty good. She's pretty cute. You seen her?
Yeah, she was a tasty dactyl.
Yuck. On Hey Arnold, what's Helga's sister's name? Here's some options for you. Bertha, Petra, Meredith, or Olga?
Olga.
Do we have Olga?
Correct.
Yeah, I was going to say that before you even started listing them off, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to hear the...
It's tricky.
Yeah.
Okay. This is from Real Monsters.
Love that show.
Ablina was able to give nightmares to humans by doing what? Jumping under their bed, hypnotizing them into a bad dream, shape-shifting, or screaming at a super high pitch.
I'm going to say shape-shifting.
Let me see. Do we have shape-shifting?
Yes.
Got it. Dang, you're on a roll.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Again, our featured topic of today.
All right.
On Doug, which song was not sung by the Beats? Banging on a Trash Can, Killer Tofu, I Need Mo Allowance, or Shout Your Lungs Out?
I'm going to say bang on the trash cans because I Need More Allowance. I used to sing that all the time.
You are so goddamn good. That's
Correct.
correct.
Yes.
Wow.
Killer
Okay.
Tofu was pretty good, though, too.
That was a great jam. Can't lie. It charted on the top 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top 1,000.
It was charting.
Of cartoon.
Yeah.
theme
It was like
songs.
980 something. That's charting. Okay. Who adopted Heifer in Rocco's Modern Life?
The Wolves. Is it specific names or is it...
Listen, I'm not going to beat around the bush.
Okay.
You got it.
Which I find hilarious that
Yes.
he was...
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. What were Dee Dee's parents' names on Rugrats?
Wait, her grandpa was the only one I remember. Read the...
Let me read them for
yeah.
you. Vladimir and Doris, Albert and Katrina, Boris and Minka, or Thomas and Sue?
I'm going to say Thomas and Sue, but I don't ever remember hearing
Do we have Thomas and Sue? Oh!
Boris and...
Yes, Boris
it
and
was
Minka.
Boris and Minka.
Correct. Yep.
What? Oh, I think Rugrats. I think that was Stu's dad that was grandpa.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You got
I should have got that one.
Yeah.
Boris and Minka.
Hey, 1 out of how many?
Well, I've missed 2.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. 2 out of how many?
Yeah, I don't know.
not keeping count.
I was going to say, you're supposed to be keeping count.
Okay. When Ren and Stimpy decide to adopt, who do they end up adopting? Here are your selections. An elf named Jerry, a fart named Stinky.
You don't have to go any further.
It's
a fart named Sneak. I remember this.
Do we have a fart named Stinky?
It wasn't?
It was an inmate named Kowalski.
Well, what was the fart with Stinky? Because I remember they...
I don't know about the fart, pal.
There was a fart named Stinky in Ren and Stimpy.
Wait a minute. We actually have the fart on the phone right now. Fart, are you there?
You and that
Oh my
damn
gosh.
fart button.
Fart, how are you doing today? I want 1 fart for good, 2 farts for bad. He's doing good. Sorry, I'm done. I love the fart. One more?
Yeah, one more.
Thank you.
Oh, I thought you meant question.
Fart. Is your name Stinky? 2 for yes, 1 for no. Okay, I'm done. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Jed, can you hear me?
Yes.
In Rocket Power, what is Twister's real name? Matthew, Marcus, Marvin, or Maurice?
I'll go with Maurice. I don't remember Twister, though.
Is it Maurice?
That's correct.
Got it. Bingo.
Was that the younger brother?
I have no freaking clue.
I don't remember Twister.
I love that show to death, but
Yeah.
the names escape me. Okay. In Hey Arnold, Helga let Arnold win a spelling bee by misspelling this word. Oh, jeez. Bear with me. Solarium, velocipede, onomatopoeia. Oh my God. You better look at this one. I can't do it. Can you see this one?
No, I can't.
Philosophical.
I'll go with that one.
Let me see. Is it that one?
What was that noise before?
That was the coolest little theme song. Yeah! Jed's game! But you still
Got it wrong.
Yeah. In all fairness, that one sucked.
I don't even. Yeah.
Like what?
I remember the spelling bee episode. I just don't. What was it?
Oh, let me see. It was a velocipede.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah.
You didn't take her as a velocipede kind of
No.
girl.
I don't think. It's whatever.
It's whatever.
She can be that way if she wants to be.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Which of the real monsters were born? Wait, hold on. Which of the real monsters wore braces at one point? Ablina, the Grumble, Icus, or Crumb?
I'm gonna say the Grumble, but I don't know. Like teeth braces or leg braces.
Braces. That's all it says.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Is it the Grumble? Do we have a winner?
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Is it Icus?
It was Ablina.
She had braces?
You damn right she did.
I don't remember that at all.
Well, get your stuff together
Yeah.
and get out.
All right. I'll see you guys.
Okay. Gosh, if you get this, I'm going to be blown away. What was the name of the original host of You Pick? Look at the screen. You know this?
I can't see it.
It's
Pick.
It looks like a talk show, but it's a popsicle stick with a face.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Oh. What's his? Read the names because I remember who it is now.
Okay, here are the names, and I'm not gonna be dramatic about this, so just bear with me.
You
Okay,
don't remember the stick?
the names are Woody Woodson, Sammy Smithton, Stick Sticky, and Clippy Clipperton. What's your answer?
It's either Woody Woodson or Stick Stickerson.
Well, I need one answer.
I'm gonna go with Stick Stickerson.
Stick Stickerson. Do we have a winner?
That's correct.
Got it. Excellent job. I don't remember that show at all.
It was. He just was like an announcer that would come on before a show started and say, "This is what's up next," and it'd be like Rugrats or.
Oh, okay.
That's all. He's kind of like a break-in.
Oh,
And he would do like goofy news reports and stuff like that.
I like that.
Yeah, I remember. Once you said popsicle stick, I was like, oh, I remember who he is.
Yeah.
So,
Well, do you want to hear your results?
was it over 50%?
What do you think?
No.
You, my friend, got over 50%. Congratulations!
Yay!
Round of applause for Jed, everyone. Take a bow.
Yeah.
Take a bow.
Ow.
Ooh, you bumped your head in the mic.
I did.
Good job, man. That's pretty good. It's impressive.
I'm a huge nerd. What can I say?
You really are. And that's why we love you.
Yeah.
Here on the 90s podcast, if you're a nerd, you are celebrated.
Yes, we love your nerded-mum.
Ooh. Your nerd and your mom?
No, your nerded-mum.
Whatever you say, pal.
I love your mom.
What?
Your mom's awesome.
I know. I love her too. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
All right. Well, enough about my mom.
Okay.
We're getting on to the featured segment. Today we are talking about none other than
Doug.
Doug. We're talking about Doug. So don't go away. We are going to be right back in just a few minutes right here on the 90s Guys podcast. My name's Brian.
And I'm Jed.
Don't go away. So it's summertime, and that means a lot of people are doing projects on their homes. If you're doing anything that involves glass, you have to call my friends over at Presley's Glass. They are a wonderful, wonderful business, in business for 25 years, which doesn't happen if you're not doing great work. They're a family-owned business, and what they do is they replace all kinds of glass, windows, mirrors, shower enclosures, you name it, they do it. One thing they pride themselves on is making sure that your project is done on time, and more importantly, done right. They want to make sure that you are 100% happy with everything that happens in your project involving glass. They do everything from residential to commercial, so my friends who own buildings and different commercial complexes, make sure you give them a call. They do that kind of work too. Give them a shout at 636-257-4885 or online at presleysglass.com. Presley spelled Presley, glass.com. Again, Presley's Glass, located in the St. Louis area, doing awesome work. Give them a call, 636-257-4885. Welcome back into the 90s Guys podcast. If you've already forgotten, my name's Brian.
And I'm Jed.
And we are talking today about a amazing cartoon.
Yes.
We're talking about Doug.
Doug. And this was actually a request.
Ooh, who requested this?
From one of our fans, Becca.
Becca,
yeah, she's one of my good buddies, and she actually loves the show. And just so you know, Becca, we need to start hanging out more, all right?
Yeah.
Quit, just ignoring my phone calls and my text messages,
right,
and let's hang out.
And
all
calling
right?
the police on you.
Yeah, I know. I mean, seriously.
Just because you're outside someone's house at 3 a.m. yelling doesn't mean you need the cops called.
That's what I'm saying.
Becca.
Such a tease.
Really? Well, thank you, Becca, for requesting that.
Yes, and we were very excited to do this one because Doug was huge.
Oh, my gosh.
I remember a lot of people talked about Doug, and it was even so big that they brought it back.
Yeah.
They did, and they brought it back, and they put it on Saturday morning.
Right.
So they got it. It was on Nickelodeon, and it just, I don't know, they just took it off, and people complained about it, and then Disney bought it and put it on one Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And
but to be honest with you, with a theme song like this, how could you not bring it back? Doug. Jets dancing. It's a really catchy theme song. Doug!
Would you stop it with the fart? So, the one thing I loved about Doug for what it was is it was very much, like, musically wise, like Seinfeld. So it was like you were watching Seinfeld for kids because they always had some kind of weird music going on before they entered every segment, just like on Seinfeld. And I thought that was genius. So,
yeah,
because, I was a big fan of Seinfeld, even though I was younger when it was on. But it just felt like I was watching the cartoon version of Seinfeld, like when Jerry Seinfeld was a kid, and this is what he did. Yeah,
I wonder if that had anything to do with the success of Doug, because It's just a good show premise.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's it was very, very well done, and it was great. It was about a young boy that wrote in his journal, and he just journaled everything. And it made me want to journal, even though I just didn't have the time or patience to journal.
Did you do the thing where you probably had like a million journals and you wrote like 2 pages?
I still have.
And then you're done.
Yeah. I have a ton of them. I still have them.
It's funny though because a lot of people probably don't know about the show. Is it actually started out as a children's book?
Really,
The
I
creator,
did not know that.
yeah, he made it into a children's book. He tried to sell it around. It didn't do very well, and then Nickelodeon picked it up. They
Nice.
liked it.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, with a name like Douglas Yancey Funny, that's just a fantastic name.
it really is.
It really is.
And there was a lot of unique names on the show.
Yeah. Patty Mayonnaise,
Yep.
Mosquito Valentine,
Right.
Roger Klotz.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pork Chop.
Pork chop.
His puppy dog Pork Chop, which
Yes.
everybody would wanted a dog like Pork Chop.
Such a good dog.
Yeah. Such a crazy, awesome dog.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, his love was Patty Mayonnaise.
Yes. His crush.
His crush. No, it was more than just a crush.
You're right.
He was in love with Patty Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
And I hope that they ended up together and had a bunch of babies and lived happily ever after.
Like had a bunch of babies.
Did you ever notice, though, that Doug looked like he was a balding man?
Yes.
I always found that funny. Like, he had just little spikes of hair coming out. And the other people in the show had full heads of hair or whatever. And I'm like, Doug looks like a middle-aged man already, and it's only like elementary school.
Right. Hey, we all know people who went bald prematurely.
I know one
I know. I'm making
two,
that joke.
actually. Me and my brother.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it happens.
yeah.
At least you're not a cartoon.
Okay.
Wait, let me see. You're wearing a hat right now. Take off your hat. Let me see. Let me see what you got. Oh my God. Put it back on.
You're such a jerk. I don't
I
think
know.
this show's
I'm
going to
sorry.
last much longer.
Hey, but you got it on your face.
Yeah.
It migrated.
It did.
It went south for the
it
winter.
Went south for the winter, yeah. Actually, south for the summer. It's hot.
Yeah, you're damn right. One thing we got to mention about this cartoon is Doug and many other characters on the show. This voice actor did so many different characters. My favorite, Billy West, one of the greatest voice actors of all time, voiced Doug.
Yes.
And the guy's just incredible. I mean, to give you his entire resume, it'll take too long. Just a couple points. He was on the Howard Stern Show.
Okay.
He did voices for them. He also did both Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. He also did all the characters in Space Jam.
Oh,
The
all
Looney Tune characters.
Yeah.
And I mean, and the guy I could go on for forever, but he is a super talented voice actor. Billy West, big shout out.
Well, then going to that aspect, this is the only cartoon I know that had a documentary about it, and it was based through the eyes of the people that voiced the characters.
Wow.
Yeah, and I remember watching it, and I was just like, they have a whole documentary on Doug and how big it was. Like, Doug was huge, and it was crazy. Like, I mean, that's why they brought it back.
Right.
That's why Disney bought the rights and brought it back, because so many people loved the Doug. And it's weird. It's about a kid who writes in his journal
Simple.
and has fantasies and whatever, and that are fantastic, but there really wasn't much more to it than that.
Right.
And I guess maybe it just held on a level that so many people could relate to, because it was about being a kid and going through what kids do and being nervous about wanting to talk to a girl and having a bully and, all that stuff. And
yeah.
So, but I mean, you think about it, he had a loving family. His parents adored him, which at that time, in the 90s, a lot of kids' parents were getting divorced, so they didn't. And then, of course, the sister that, on the surface, pretty much was like, I don't like my brother, but anytime they had any kind of whatever issue or whatever, she was always there for him.
Right.
So, and then, of course, the goofy best friend, Mosquito Valentine, who was one of my favorite characters, and his little baby brother would always make fun of big nose, yum yum, eat him up. Would make fun of Doug and all that stuff. So I loved that.
It was just so relatable.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what, how unique of Disney to purchase a Nickelodeon cartoon. I don't know of any other instance of that happening.
Yeah.
They always want to have their own original content.
Oh, yeah.
So that really says a lot about the show and its following.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. It was all about the following. That's what it was that got them to where they were.
Right.
So, but I think a lot of us can relate to it, to having somewhat of a bully like Roger that was, really going to go nowhere.
Right.
But, still.
But you had
loved
to
it.
deal with him because you lived in the neighborhood and you went to school with them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I know Brian, when we first met, he used to bully me like
Oh,
crazy.
you know what? It's quite the opposite.
I never bullied you. I just said you
Oh.
were one of those. So, the background of this is Brian, his mom and I worked together, and this is how we met. And I just thought he was one of those kids that thought he could get away with anything because his mom worked there. So I just kind of was like, I'd always keep an extra eye on him and yell at him if he
And
got out of line.
You tripped me.
Did I trip you?
You definitely tripped me.
You probably deserved it.
Oh, okay. Little 12-year-old me is running through the gym. La di da da da. Jed walks through. Hey, punk. Just pummels me.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
I was big and mean. What can I say?
Still are.
Yeah.
No.
So, but I went and told your mom that you faked it, the whole thing, and she believes me over you because you were a lying little bastard.
Yeah. And then we got in the car and she goes, "Can you believe that freaking idiot in there? You know what he's talking about."
So,
Back to the matter at hand.
yeah, back to Doug. I mean, the other things that were great was what he wrote about in his journal. I mean, he had all these different people that he loved to be, like Quail Man, and then he was a spy, and he had an Indiana Jones type of character that used to go on archaeology hunts and stuff like that. So the kid had an amazing imagination, and that's probably another reason why it was so good, is because it truly stuck to the whole kid's imagination. I mean, it did. It was had all these great stories in his head that he wanted to put out on paper.
Yeah.
So
it's funny though. He didn't really project that in his real life.
No,
he was such a simple kid,
and he was shy.
Yeah,
and all that stuff. But when he was, Quail Man, he was this brave superhero, and when he was the spy, he was this slick, could talk to any girl and whatever.
Yeah.
And then when he was the archaeologist, he was fearless and all that stuff. So
he was projecting all the things he wanted to be into his journal.
Yeah.
It's a really cool plot point.
Yes.
For the show.
Yeah. And then you got to talk about the dog.
Oh,
Pork Chop, craziest dog. They could literally understand Doug and then talk to him through barks.
Right.
And like one of the best episodes is when Doug goes to make a music video, and him and Patty Mayonnaise and their principal or vice principal get all their tapes switched, and he's singing a song about how much he loves Patty Mayonnaise, and he's freaking out because he has Patty's video, and so he thinks Patty has his video, and she went to BB's house to have a up all night girls party, and they're gonna watch this video there, and so he's freaking out, and he sends Pork Chop in there to get the video. Well, Pork Chop gets caught. And they're all like, whatever. And the next thing you know, they're like dancing around, and Pork Chop is in a little like Mexican outfit with Macarenas or whatever they are, and just dancing with him and all this stuff, because he completely forgot what he was there to do because he was having so much fun.
Right.
He's just a goofy dog that just, I don't know.
It always would jump in for a laugh.
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely.
Easy laugh.
Yeah. So, and then I mean, there was plenty of episodes just pretty much based on Pork Chop, like when he falls in love and all this stuff. Like, so I mean, it was really clever about that. I mean,
and the whole show was clever in a lot of different ways. I have to say, I do love the band, The Beats.
Oh, I loved it. Killer
So
Tofu,
great.
which we talked about.
Yep.
Killer Tofu, Need More Allowance. I used to sing those I still find myself singing them randomly. If I'm at work and I hear kind of a tune that sounds like it, I'll start singing Killer Tofu or Need More Allowance.
You actually told me one time that you liked the Beats better than the Beatles. You said
yes,
that.
I did. Yes, they had more number one hits than the Beatles.
They were charting on the top 1,000 chart.
So, but no, they were great. And then how in love they were, Skeeter and Doug, with the Beats. I mean, and the cool aspect of it is they got the tickets to go to the show the one at a time, and then they missed it, but then they go to the local Burger Shack, which I can't remember what the Burger Shack's name was because it was pretty, but the Beats show up to have dinner there, and they end up hanging out with the Beats. So
even better.
Yeah. So that was really, and he gets the lead singer's jacket, and he's all, oh, this is so awesome. Yeah.
Just it was so many cool little ins and outs of that show.
Yeah.
You're really right on with the Seinfeld comparison. Never thought about that before.
I mean, every time you get the whenever they come in, and then when you go to Seinfeld, you get something like that, and it was just like it just reminded me of Seinfeld, like when it came to that, which that's what I'm saying. It was Seinfeld for kids.
Yeah.
So and like Patty Mayonnaise was Elaine, Skeeter was Kramer.
Yep.
So
Pork
chop had to have been George.
Yeah.
Because he was short and had a belly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely one of my favorite cartoons. It's another one where you turn it on and you just know it's going to be a good episode.
Oh, yeah.
They're so interesting, and there was really no clinkers.
Well, I would say yes and no to that because when it came back as a Disney show in the morning, I was super, super stoked about it coming back on, but I wasn't really as big a fan of it as I was when it was on Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
I mean, they changed up the artwork a little bit,
right, and
the stories were a little different. And I think they were supposed to be older too. I think they were in middle school at that time, or maybe even high school. And it wasn't really my thing. I mean, I still watched a little bit of it, but compared to what it was when it was in Nickelodeon, that was probably one of my favorite Nickelodeon shows.
Yeah, and see, I just never watched the Disney one. I never watched Disney cartoons, period.
Yeah.
Just for whatever reason.
They really, after like the mid 90s, they kind of went downhill. I mean,
you know what? I think Disney wanted to be way too safe. They didn't do any slapstick comedy.
No. Yeah.
They didn't do any raunchy stuff or any.
No, they didn't do any of that. Yeah. So, but yeah. So, I mean, like I said, I was more of the 90s Doug because I think it was maybe late 90s, early 2000s when it came back on Disney. And then the other thing is they switched the voice actor of Doug.
Sacrilege.
They got Tom McHugh to play Doug.
McHugh.
Yeah. So, which I don't really know much about him. I don't know what else.
I know a little bit about him.
Oh, do you?
You want to know what I hear about him?
Would you stop it with the fart thing? You're like a 5-year-old little girl.
Little boy.
I mean, boy.
No, I'm not. Yeah, but you know what I think that is too? Billy West at a certain point might have gotten too big. And, he was doing Space Jam. He was doing a lot of big name voice acting roles. Maybe they couldn't afford him.
No, yeah, that very well could have been. Or maybe Disney was just being cheap, too.
Probably.
And probably just used somebody they had already on staff.
Right.
So, but like I said, I mean, things changed and they weren't nearly as... I mean, no offense to him. I mean, he was very similar to Doug's voice because there wasn't much of a difference when the new one came out. But it didn't appeal to me as much as the Nickelodeon one did.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just an awesome show.
Yes.
Do you have more to add to it?
Well, I mean, you gotta think of the most classic episode I can think of is the very first one, and it's when Roger tricks him into going to nematode hunting, and so he's sitting out there in the middle of the swamp going coo coo coo, and everybody's laughing at him, and then somebody figures out that Roger was messing with them, and then so they set him up to that he found a nematode and all this stuff, and then so the next thing you see, Roger's out there in the middle of the night going coo trying to find a nematode.
Wait, I don't think they actually went like how you just did it. I thought the actual way they do it was.
That doesn't sound like Kalukuku to me.
I think that's it.
No, okay.
Okay.
Well, you are a little drunk tonight, so.
Listen, don't tell me what to do, okay? I'm not drunk at all.
So, but I mean, yeah. So it was a good show. We both enjoyed it.
Easily.
Loved it when it was on Nickelodeon, not so much when it was on Disney.
Yeah.
But
Disney ruins everything.
It does. It does. I mean, you got to think of one of the best shows they ever made was Gravity Falls, and they cut that off after 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So.
Just very, very foolish.
Yes. So.
Yeah. But
come on, Disney. Pick up your game.
Pick it up! No, but Doug was just a classic. I'm going to always call it a Nickelodeon cartoon.
Yes.
Classic Nickelodeon cartoon. Easily top 10 for me.
Yes.
Probably not top 5.
No, top 10, but maybe probably not top 5.
Yeah. Great cartoon, though. So that's Doug.
That is Doug.
If you haven't seen it, you got to go watch it.
Yes, please do. And let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Shoot us an email or hit us up on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook and let us know what you think.
Yeah.
We want to know what you think of Douglas Yancey Funny.
Yes.
And his little puppy dog, Pork Chop.
If you talk about another Doug, we're going to come and we're going to find you, and Jed's going to punch you in the face.
Why? I'm the nice one. You're the mean one. Brian will punch you in the face. Yeah. So
and
I will hold you afterwards when you're crying.
You're right, exactly. And pet your head.
Yes.
Yeah, so definitely do email us. We want your emails. I'm just joking around.
Yeah.
What's the email again?
It is the 90s Guys podcast at gmail.com, and the Guys has a Z. I know I did. That's twice in a row.
You're impressing the heck out of me.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Enough of that.
I did my studying.
Yeah, right. Don't forget, we're also on SoundCloud and YouTube.
The YouTubes.
And we didn't even mention this. We've just revealed our brand new logo.
Yes.
How awesome.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
We had, one of Brian's friends helped us out with that, and he did a fantastic job. So thank you, Peyton.
Yeah, Peyton is the man. He definitely went full 90s on this
yes,
logo.
It definitely is 90s.
Yes.
So we love the fact that you got the essence of what we're talking about.
Yes. All right. So don't forget, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at the 90s Guys Podcast.
And we need some more Twitter followers.
What do we need?
Twitter followers.
Twitter followers?
Yes.
All right. Well, freaking follow us on that. If not, I'm going to punch Jed right in the face.
And it hurts.
And it hurts.
Wouldn't be the first time.
But you do have padding.
That's in my belly.
All right. Well, until next time, my name's Brian.
And I'm Jed.
We are the 90s Guys, and we cannot wait to see you next time.
Cuckoo!